Again, $69, but you have 5 flex space on that, so that's gonna be coming up. Okay, we're gonna move right along. I told you this would be a fun show.
This is awesome.
Now we're doing something, again, that Heidi is really legendary for in the industry. Her pins, actually, some of the most important women in the world have worn her pins to some of the most important events. In fact, they were featured in a book of somebody very important here. And Heidi was called they had to ask her permission if they could put the pin in there, and there's a story behind that. But this beautiful brand new pin, I think this is great because this is one that you literally could wear 4 seasons out of the year.
Oh, no question. I mean, what a beautiful paisley.
Yeah.
Isn't it a beautiful paisley?
Have you ever done a paisley pin?
Oh yeah, paisley is one of my favorite shapes. And of course, this is really very, very special. If you look at all of that workmanship that goes into this paisley, and then to have that little drop of coral that comes right off the edge, which is so pretty, and there's that movement there. So, what a wonderful gift. With a pin, you don't need to know what size anybody is. You just have to know their style. And if they are eclectic enough to love such an exotic sort of a piece as this, and that has all of these very special jewelry making techniques.
Well, and let's talk about that, because the enameling alone, Heidi, my goodness, that's like a lost art form.
It is, and you should see how it is really done. I mean, with this teeny weeny little brush, when you paint by numbers and you try to get in the lines.
I used to love that when I was a kid.
I was the worst.
Oh, I loved it.
I loved it, but I was terrible. But this, it has to be so precise. And of course, every single one of those stones is set in there by hand. And the dimension of this piece, which is so special, look at how lovely Sonia has it on her hip, which is very, very clever. I'll never forget, do you remember that beautiful movie star who went to the Oscars in her husband's shirt and a gray satin skirt and a big, gorgeous...
Give me initials.
SS.
Oh my gosh, now I feel like I'm on a game show.
She was blonde and beautiful. She is blonde.
Wait,
yeah,
was she a little wild?
Yes, she was.
And she was in that movie. Oh, she's a wild one. Okay,
yeah,
is it?
She's insane. No, you say she's a wild cat.
So was she a pin lover?
I never knew her to be a pin lover, but boy, she knocked it out of the park when she walked the red carpet with a big, gorgeous brooch at her sash. With a very simple white, literally her husband's shirt on.
Wow.
So, but she was really quite breathtaking.
Yeah.
But that's the fun about, wearing pins in unusual places. Don't be afraid.
Okay, bear with us.